Top 12 BL series of 2023. We are already halfway through with the current year and I think it's time to look back on some of the BL series that hit the mark this year. In this video, we will have the top 12 BL series released in 2023 based on the overall score in MDL website. Take note that ongoing BL shows aren't included in this list since their scores aren't finalized yet. Before that, some of these BL series might not be available on your country due to geo-blocked restriction. If that's the case, then you might want to sign up to ExpressVPN so you can unlock these geo-blocked BL dramas while also surfing the web safely and anonymously. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount plus an additional 3 months free of usage if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 12. Jacko Frost. With a rating of 7.8, Jacko Frost lands on the 12th spot and I think this series truly deserves to be included in here. Japanese BL dramas have always been some of the most remarkable in the industry and they keep on getting better and better every year. Jacko Frost follows the story of Ritsu and Fumiya whose relationship is on the rocks due to some misunderstanding. On the night they break up, Ritsu was involved in an accident which caused him to lose his memories with Fumiya. When they go back to their apartment, Fumiya does not tell about their past relationship and just casually becomes roommates. The two spend time together and fall in love with each other again. But things start to get complicated when Ritsu gets back his lost memories of Fumiya. This Japanese BL is definitely a pure love story. Jacko Frost can be watched on Viki and Gaga Ulala. Number 11. Our Skyy Season 2. This Thai BL series got a rating of 7.8 and it was one of the most anticipated shows for this year. Unlike its prequel which only consists of 5 episodes, the second season has a total of 16 episodes with 2 episodes each per story. Since these 8 stories are different with each other, it's really hard to give an overall opinion about this one, but based on what I've seen online, Our Skyy Season 2 got mixed reviews depending on the story. Our Skyy Season 2 can be watched on YouTube. Number 10. Unintentional Love Story. With the same rating of 7.8, Unintentional Love Story is on the 10th spot and we can all agree that Korean BLs are on fire this year. Although there are countless Korean BLs that were released in the first half of 2023, Unintentional Love Story is one of those shows which left a mark on our hearts. Unintentional Love Story follows the story of a young man who is left jobless when he was fired from their company due to his former superior's corruption scandal even though he is innocent. In order to get back to the company, Young tracks down the chairman's favorite artist. Young finds Taejun and the two start to have a special connection with each other. Later on, Young becomes confused of his sexuality and his true motives on meeting Taejun. There's a special version of this series with some unreleased scenes and also an upcoming spin-off that will be released next year. Unintentional Love Story can be watched on Skyy. Number 9. The Day I Love You. Just like the previous mentioned BL dramas, The Day I Loved You also got a total rating of 7.8 and it's been a while since a Filipino BL has entered our ranking list. I have seen quite a lot of school-based BL shows but the moment I've seen the first episode of this BL, it was magical to my senses. The Day I Loved You follows the story of Eli, a troublemaker in their school who is asked to take part in the preparations for the upcoming school prom under the supervision of Nico. The two did not get well in their first few meetings but later on, their feelings toward each other suddenly change because of a dance. The Day I Love You can be watched on YouTube. Number 8. Bed Friend. Completing our squad of BL series which got 7.8 rating is no other than Bed Friend. Unlike with some of the dramas listed in here, Bed Friend is not your typical romance series since it involves quite traumatic story of some characters. Even though the drama was filled with bed scenes from time to time, its plot is something we should not take lightly. Bed Friend follows the story of Yua, a young man who dislikes Casanovas. In his workplace, he meets King, a well-known Casanova in their office. The two dislike each other, but for some reason, they enter in a relationship that only them know. Ned James are truly top-notch when it comes to their chemistry, and this series proves that. Bed Friend can be watched on Viki, XylonAkauMSTS, and Gaga Ooh La La. Number 7. A Boss and a Babe. With a rating of 7.9, A Boss and a Babe hits our 7th spot, and that's quite impressive for this boss employee rom-com BL. I have read a lot of comments with regards to this series saying that this is an okay show but still quite enjoyable. Forcebook are the highlight of this rom-com, and their chemistry is never a question to all of us. A Boss and a Babe follows the story of Cher, a gamer who gets an internship to a gaming company. In his new workplace, he attracts the attention of his boss and starts to give him some pretty weird errands. Aside from being a gamer, Cher also owns an ASMR channel, and his voice is the only thing that makes his boss sleep every night. With Forcebook's upcoming BL series Only Friends, I'm excited to see them in different persona. A Boss and a Babe can be watched on YouTube. Number 6. Love Tractor. With a rating of 8.0, Love Tractor is on the 6th spot of this ranking. Fans really love the webtoon version of this Korean BL, and thankfully, the series did not disappoint. I never had any expectation for this drama, but it turns out to be one of my faves for the current year. Love Tractor follows the story of Yul, a relocated city man who meets Yi-chan, a rural man who adores the countryside. Their first meeting weren't good, but later on, the two start to become closer and closer as they get attracted to each other. The cinematography on this one is no joke, and that's another thing I enjoyed while watching this Korean BL. Love Tractor can be watched on Skyy. Number 5. Our Dating Sim. Aside from Love Tractor, Our Dating Sim also got an 8.0 rating on MDL and lands on the 5th spot of this ranking. This was one of the most talked Korean BL series of the year thanks to the unmatched chemistry of the main leads. The storytelling was also great, and there's not much unnecessary drama in the series. Our Dating Sim follows the story of two men who meet again in their corporate job since their high school days. Lee Wan is still skeptic whether to push through with his new job or he would just run away like what he did a couple of years ago. From time to time, we really need this kind of shows which are easy on the eyes and has a light story overall. Our Dating Sim can be watched on Viki and Gaga Ooh La La. Number 4. My Beautiful Man Season 2. With a rating of 8.1, My Beautiful Man Season 2 lands on our 4th spot of this ranking. Our second best Japanese BL of 2023 based on MDL rating was one of the most talked BL drama when it was still airing. The chemistry of the main couple is one of the things that attract the viewers to watch both seasons of this Japanese BL. My Beautiful Man Season 2 follows the story of Hira and Kiyoe, who are now dating and living together under the same roof. Hira is now on his final year in college while Kiyoe is still working as an actor, with Hira is still struggling with his self-esteem issues. This affects his relationship with Kiyoe. What could happen to their blooming relationship? Although this season only has 4 episodes, there's a movie that serves as the sequel and acts as the final installment of this Japanese BL. My Beautiful Man Season 2 can be watched on Viki and Gaga Ooh La La. Number 3. The Eighth Sense. Joining the 8.1 squad, the 8th Sense is currently on the 3rd spot of this ranking. This makes the 8th Sense as the highest rated Korean BL on MDL right now. When this series was still airing, it was all over other social media platforms talking about what happened on that particular episode. This Korean BL isn't like any other Korean BLs before it, and that's probably why a lot of fans like this so much. The 8th Sense follows the story of Jihyun, a new student who struggles to adjust to the city life of Sowell. In the university, Jihyun meets Jae-won, who immediately becomes his friend and later on, develop feelings for him while they share their love of surfing. I hope that the future Korean BLs would also have a 40-minute runtime so the story would have more to tell. The 8th Sense can be watched on Viki. Number 2. Our Dining Table. With a rating of 8.3, Our Dining Table is currently on the number 2 spot while also being the best Japanese BL series of 2023. This BL was based on a manga of the same name and the series really did it justice. The story is nice and the cast are all perfect for their own characters. Our Dining Table follows the story of Yutaka, a salaryman who struggles eating around with other people despite his natural talent for cooking. When he meets the brothers Minoru and Thane, he starts to overcome his struggle and begins to enjoy eating meals with them. This is quite a wholesome series while also providing a great love story without overdoing it. Our Dining Table can be watched on Gaga Ulala. Number 1. Moonlight Chicken. With a rating of 8.4, Moonlight Chicken stands at the top of this list, making it the best BL series of 2023. Personally, this BL is where I could connect more to the characters because they felt too realistic, unlike the other series. The struggles of the main couple are all relatable and indeed happening in real life. The supporting couples, especially Hart and Lee Ming, also shine with their respective screen time. Moonlight Chicken follows the story of Jim, an ordinary guy who runs a chicken rice dinner. One night, he meets Wen, a drunken customer on his diner. The two immediately feel a weird feeling on their hearts at that night. Even though there are some who didn't like this series at all, for me this is one of the best I have watched this year. Moonlight Chicken can be watched on Disney Plus, Hotstar and YouTube. We still have 6 months to go before this year ends, so this ranking could still change since there are quite good upcoming BL series later this year such as June and June, Laws of Attraction, and so much more. Be My Favorite and La Pluie are also having great ratings currently, so there's definitely a movement with this ranking. Which BL series do you think deserve to be included in this list? Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.